3 years into the marriage, I finally found 365 hotel receipts in my husband's phone. Each one logged the time, the place, and the same woman's name, Blair. My hands shook so badly I could barely grip the phone. The shower was still running in the bathroom while Grant lathered up, and I sat on the edge of the bed feeling the whole world cave in. Before we go on, please subscribe and tell us in the comments where you're listening. 365 receipts, an entire year's worth, which meant that, starting the second year of our marriage, he'd been sleeping with his secretary from the company. Every strange moment of the past 12 months flashed through my mind. He worked late nights at the office, dashed to the company on weekends for urgent affairs, slapped a password on his phone, and carried it into the shower. The clearest sign, he stopped touching me. Whenever I reached for him, he sighed that he was tired or had work waiting. I told myself the pressure of his job was crushing him, and like an idiot I simmered soups and massaged his shoulders, fussing over his health. Now I knew those late nights at the office were dates with Blair. Those weekend emergencies were nothing but entries in the hotel register. The bathroom door opened. Grant stepped out in a towel, hair dripping. 3 years ago, fresh from our vows. I loved that sight. He looked sexy, irresistible. Now I wanted to gag. Sophia, what's wrong? You're pale. He walked over and reached for my forehead. I jerked away on reflex. I'm fine, just a little tired. Grant frowned but said nothing and started changing into pajamas. I studied him from the corner of my eye, hunting for a flicker of guilt or panic. Nothing. He looked perfectly relaxed, even humming, as though the man who just left another woman's bed were someone else. What the hell was his heart made of? Oh, I'm flying to Chicago, Illinois tomorrow for 3 days to close that project, he said, pulling on a t-shirt. I laughed silently. Business trip. Probably another honeymoon with Blair. Sure. Got it, I managed in a steady voice. Should I pack for you? No need. Blair will arrange everything. He said it so naturally, as if a secretary organizing a boss's itinerary were routine. But every word stabbed me. Letting his mistress plan their getaway, then selling it to his wife as work. Grant, you're a genius. He fell asleep within minutes, breathing evenly. I lay awake all night. My mind replayed the last 3 years frame by frame. We met as college classmates. He chased me for 2 years before I said yes. Back then he was tender. He'd bring an umbrella in a drizzle, cook porridge when I was sick. After graduation he joined a big company and shot up the ladder. 3 years of dating. Then the wedding felt inevitable. The first year we stayed affectionate. He surprised me on anniversaries and booked my favorite bistro every birthday. When did it sour? The day Blair arrived. A year and a half ago Grant mentioned the new secretary, pretty, capable. I teased him not to get snared by the office beauty. He declared, "What are you thinking? I'm not that kind of man." Turns out he is exactly that kind, worse. Dawn broke and Grant's alarm chirped. He showered and got ready. I pretended to sleep. Sophia, I'm off. Be safe while I'm gone, he said. He brushed a kiss on my forehead. Same as always. It turned my stomach. After a night with her, he could still kiss me good. Bye. Without a tremor. How? The door clicked shut and I opened my eyes. I grabbed my phone and called my best friend. Luna. Luna, I might need your help. What's wrong? Sophia, you sound off. I think Grant's cheating. I want a private investigator to tail him. Silence. Then, you sure want me with you? I do. I'm scared I'll fall apart alone. When the call ended, I drew a long breath. He thinks I'm clueless, that I'm still the trusting fool. Wrong. Starting today, I'm stripping off his mask. That afternoon Luna brought the private her friend recommended to my condo. The investigator, a 40-something pro with calm eyes, asked, Harrison, I've reviewed your info. Your husband's flight to Chicago, Illinois leaves at 3. My coworker is already at the gate. I nodded, emotions colliding. 3 years of marriage, and I'm paying someone to follow my husband. How soon will you know if it's real? 3 days max. Photos, video, hotel records, whatever you need. Luna squeezed my hand. Certain. Soft. Once you have proof, there's no rewind. I gave a sour laugh. 365 receipts. What rewind are you talking about? But what if it's a mistake? Or, no mistake, I cut in. A woman senses these things. I've just been lying to myself. The investigator packed up. Act normal till he gets back. Don't tip him. After he left, Luna and I slumped on the couch. If it's true, will you divorce him? I was quiet a long time. Of course it hurts. 6 years together. 3 as man and wife, but betrayal is betrayal. I won't share my life with a liar. Money, though. You quit working. Divorce could. My heart sank further. After the wedding, Grant said his paycheck covered us both. Being a full-time wife sounded romantic. So I resigned. Maybe that was part of his calculation. A wife without income can't risk leaving, even when she smells the affair. I'll go back to work. Start from zero if I have to. Luna nodded. Holler when you need backup. That's what friends are for. That night the empty rooms felt colder. On past trips I'd text Grant, "Did you eat? Did you rest?" Now the memory tastes bitter. The husband I pampered was in another woman's bed, and I played nurse long distance. My phone buzzed. Grant on WhatsApp. Checked in. All good. Sleep early. I stared at the bubble and finally answered. Okay. For 2 more days he messaged little updates. Normal. Affectionate. I replied on cue. Even tossed in questions about his meetings. My heart, though, had flatlined. On the 3rd afternoon the private called. Harrison. We've got everything. May I come over? Half an hour later he arrived with a laptop and a folder. Brace yourself. He opened the screen. Grant and Blair hand in hand at a hotel entrance. Then grainy room shots. Window glare, but unmistakable. This is their registration, room 1205. 2 nights, 3 days. He slid out printouts. Blair, 27, single, broke up 6 months ago. Your husband's subordinate and his mistress. I expected agony, but felt almost numb. More, her spending spiked the last 6 months. This handbag, $3,000. These heels, $1,500. This necklace, $5,000. He tapped the photos. On her base salary, impossible. He's bankrolling her. I did quick math. Almost $10,000 in gifts alone. Our joint savings sat at $30,000, and he'd blown a third on her. For our anniversary he'd handed me a $200 bag and preached fiscal prudence. Any further surveillance? This is enough. I accepted the flash drive and photos. Fee, $3,000. Wire transfer is fine. After he left I sat alone under the chandelier, flipping through images. They looked like lovers, smiling, kissing, glued together. Young, beautiful Blair. No wonder she hooked him. I studied myself in the mirror. 30, only 3 years older than her, but comfort had dulled my upkeep. Maybe in Grant's eyes I'd become a dowdy housewife. Does that excuse him? He'd chased me, sworn a lifetime, pledged loyalty at the altar. Now that he's bored, betrayal is fine. My phone rang. Grant. Sophia. My flight lands tomorrow afternoon. What Chicago snack should I bring you? His gentle tone almost broke me. If I didn't know, I'd be touched. Husband bringing treats. Instead, I tasted bile. After a 3-day tryst, he could still play the caring husband. Bring nothing. I don't want anything. You sound rough. You okay? Just tired. Rest tonight. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. Make it up. Like you made up to Blair. I hung up and checked the clock. One day until he walks back in. I needed a plan before then. Confront him or keep acting. I picked up the phone and dialed a divorce lawyer. He chose betrayal. I'd return the favor. Grant. Did you expect tears and begging? Wrong. I'm Sophia, spine, pride, and all. You'll pay the price. The next afternoon I waited in a cafe for Grant's plane to touch down. The Amtrak app showed landed. He'd be home in an hour. I sipped coffee and flipped again through the file. Each photo twisted the knife, not over loss, but over my stupidity. I'd lived 3 years with this con man, certain he loved me. Soft jazz played. Couples giggled around me. I watched them, remembering cafe afternoons 6 years ago. Grant and I reading, planning, dreaming. Back then he said, Sophia, forever. Back then he vowed, only you, always. Back then he joked, if I ever cheat, leave me, no forgiveness. Now the memory is stand-up comedy. My phone chimed. Grant on WhatsApp. Home. Where are you? Out. Be back soon. I exhaled, packed up, drove home. The moment I opened the door I smelled dinner. Grant stood at the stove in an apron, grinning. Perfect timing, just finished. 4 dishes and soup waited, everything I liked. I've got it. Sit. Relax, he said, lifting the ladle. Once that would have melted me. Husband cooking after a flight. Now it felt like stagecraft. 3 days with his mistress. Then a guilt feast. You okay? No appetite, he asked when I barely touched anything. Just not hungry. Missed me so much you skipped meals. You've slimmed, he teased, reaching for my cheek. I tilted away. Grant, can I ask you something? Shoot. How do you think our marriage is? He blinked. Great. Why? Really? No problems at all? None. We're solid, he said, setting chopsticks down. Sophia, what's bothering you? I stared straight into his eyes. No guilt. Only innocence. He believed his own performance. Nothing. Just curious. After eating he insisted on dishes and sent me to the couch. Water ran in the sink while I rehearsed my lines. Hey, brought you something. He emerged holding a gift box. Open it. Inside lay a silk scarf, pretty, clearly pricey. Saw it at the airport and thought of you. Airport. Weren't you with Blair the whole time? It's lovely. Thanks. Let me. He draped it around my neck. Gentle. Focused. The way he used to be. But I knew every bit of it was fake. It looks gorgeous. Absolutely perfect on you, he said. Pleased. I fingered the silk scarf at my throat and felt the bitterness rise. For his mistress he'd bought designer handbags, heels, necklaces, tens of thousands of dollars worth. For his wife he'd bought one silk scarf, a couple of hundred at most. Was this what preferential treatment looked like? Grant, do you love me? I asked suddenly. He blinked. Of course I do. Why ask that out of nowhere? Then would you do anything for me? Anything. As long as it makes you happy. Then cut Blair off. Completely. Would you? The instant the words left my mouth his face changed. Surprise. Then panic. Then anger. What are you talking about? Blair and I are just co-workers. Why should I cut her off? Just co-workers? I gave a cold laugh. Then explain these photos. I pulled out the evidence that had arrived yesterday and spread the pictures across the coffee table. Grant's complexion went paper white. You hired a private to tail me? Yes. I hired a private because I suspected you were cheating. Looks like I was right. Sophia. Listen to what? I stood, pointing at the photographs. Explain why you're holding hands walking into a hotel. Explain the hugs and kisses inside the room. Explain the tens of thousands you've spent on her. Grant stared, speechless. And this. I produced the hotel up log from his phone. 365 entries, an entire year. Starting the second year of our marriage. You kept her on the side. You went through my phone. He flushed crimson. Sophia, that's crossing the line. His reaction made me laugh. I crossed the line. You cheat for a year, and I'm the one crossing the line when I find out? It was just a moment of weakness. A moment. A year is a moment? Sophia, I screwed up. I'll break it off. Let's start fresh, okay? He tried to embrace me. I shoved him away. Start fresh. Grant, you think a marriage you betrayed can just reboot? Why not? If we still love each other, anything can start over. Love each other? I stared. When you loved Blair, did you think of me? When you rolled around with her in those hotel sheets, did you remember your wife waiting at home? You didn't. Because you don't love me anymore. I walked to the window and gazed out at the night skyline. Grant, let's get a divorce. No, he shouted. I refuse. I turned back. You don't get a choice. I've gathered enough proof. Your affair is ironclad. Sophia, please. One more chance. I swear I'll never touch her again. Your oath is worthless, I said icily. Just like the vow of loyalty you made at our wedding. Grant collapsed onto the sofa, looking wrecked. I felt zero pity when he betrayed me. Did he consider my feelings? No. So why should I care about his? Sophia, you're really this heartless. 6 years together, 3 married, and you can just walk? You let go first, I answered calmly. From the moment you touched Blair, our marriage was over. I picked up my handbag and headed for the door. Where are you going? Back to Mom's. I'll have the papers drawn up. Do what you want with yourself. Sophia. He chased me to the doorway. You can't do this to me. I never looked back. Outside on the sidewalk my hands shook. Not from fear, from pure rage. 3 years of marriage. Finished. And the architect of it all still dared call me heartless. Grant, you'll never grasp that you were the heartless one first. Mom opened the door past midnight. Startled. Sophia, why are you back so late? Where's Grant? Mom, I'm divorcing him. I told her everything. Her face flushed with fury. That ingrate. He chased you so hard. Promised the moon at the wedding. And turns out to be this low? Sorry, Mom, for worrying you. Silly child. This isn't your fault. He's the one who wronged you. She hugged me. Cry if you need. Let it out. But no tears came. My eyes felt dry. My heart numb. Maybe I'd rehearsed this too long. Maybe the disappointments had piled too high. I was strangely calm. Have you thought it through? Mom asked. Really ready to divorce? Yes. I won't live with betrayal. Mom nodded. Then leave him. I'm behind you. But I've no job. How will I manage after the divorce? No problem. Mom will support you. We'll start over together. Looking at her, warmth rushed through me. At least I still had family. Next morning my phone buzzed non-stop. Grant calling. I ignored everyone. Then texts flooded in. Sophia, I was wrong. Come home. I've broken up with Blair. Let's restart. You won't pick up and I'm worried. At least tell me where you are. Our love shouldn't end like this. Reading them, I felt nothing. If he'd truly cared, he never would have cheated. Now it was too late. In the afternoon I met a lawyer, 40-something, crisp and professional. Harrison, with the proof you've provided, your husband is clearly at fault. You can claim emotional damage compensation. What sort of property split What can I expect? After 3 years, marital assets are normally split 50-50, but given his adultery we can push for a larger share. I nodded. When can we file? Anytime. Still, I advise attempting mediation first. An uncontested divorce is usually better for both sides. I'll try. Leaving the office, I found a WhatsApp from Luna. Sophia, you holding up? Need company? I'm fine. Papers are in motion. Sure you won't turn back? None. Thanks for having my back. She replied with a bear hug emoji. That evening Mom and I were eating when the doorbell rang. I opened it. Grant, haggard, eyes red as though he'd cried. Sophia, can we talk? Mom stepped out behind me. Her face darkened. You dare show up here? Auntie, I know I messed up. He mumbled. I just want to speak with Sophia. Talk. After what you did. Mom, let him in. Some things need finishing. Mom shot him a glare and retreated to her room. Grant edged inside. Sophia, sit. Speak. I've cut Blair off. Totally. Let's start over. Please. Grant, do you think feelings are faucets? Turn on, turn off at will? I know you're furious, but don't we still care about each other? Do we? I asked. If you cared, why cheat? I lost my head for a moment. A year-long moment? He hung his head. Know what hurts most? I went on. Not the affair, the lies. Every night you said you had late nights at the office. You were with her. Every weekend you dashed out on urgent business. You were checking into hotels. Then you'd come home and chat like nothing happened. What's your heart made of? Grant, how can anyone be that fake? I never wanted to hurt you. Yet you did. You thought what I didn't know wouldn't wound me? I'm sorry. I really am. If sorry fixed everything we wouldn't need courts. I stood. We're done. My lawyer will serve you tomorrow. No. He dropped to his knees. Sophia, please, one chance. Watching him kneel, I felt nothing. I already gave you chances. Each time you claimed overtime, I believed you. Whenever you turned cold, I blamed work stress. I handed you endless opportunities. And you chose deceit. Now that the roof's caved in, you want another. Grant, get up. Kneeling solves nothing. Slowly he rose. You won't forgive me? I forgive you. Who forgives me? 3 years of my youth. 3 years of trust. 3 years of lies and betrayal. Who reimburses me for that? He had no answer. I'll email the settlement tomorrow. Sign it and we part cleanly. Refuse. And we meet in court. Sophia, you're truly this ruthless? Ruthless? I stared. Grant, what right do you have to call me that? Who betrayed whom first? Who discarded whom? While you were in bed with Blair, did you think of your wife at home? You didn't, because you stopped caring. Since you didn't care, why should I? Words failed him. Leave. Expect my papers tomorrow. Sophia, go. I don't want to see you again. He lingered, then finally left. I sank onto the sofa. Drained. 3 years. Over. I'd braced for it, yet it still ached. Not for Grant, but for the girl I used to be who'd believed in forever. Next morning I emailed Grant the draft settlement my lawyer had prepared. Within minutes my phone rang. Sophia, are you insane? House, car, savings. You want more than half. Plus mental damages? Problem? I asked evenly. You cheated. It's the price. I'd be left with almost nothing. I laughed at the irony. Greedy. You spent tens of thousands of our money on the other. And I'm greedy. That money was marital property. What gave you the right to shower it on another woman? Silence. Dislike the terms. We'll see the judge. I'll parade every piece of evidence. Let the court peek at your year-long charity. Are you threatening me? Stating facts. You've changed. You never used to be like this. True, I admitted. The old me was too nice, too trusting, easy to fleece for 3 years. The new me won't be anyone's doormat. I hung up, exhaling. Arguing with Grant exhausted me. Every dodge, every blame shift. That afternoon I began packing. 3 years of marriage, and I owned pathetically little. Some clothes, cosmetics, a few books. Seeing the pitiful pile, I realized I'd spent 36 months cooking and cleaning, with no job, no hobbies, no social circle, just Grant. Pathetic. A woman must never hitch her entire life to a man. I opened my phone and scrolled job sites. 3 years away, but I could claw my way back. The doorbell rang. I opened it to find a pretty young woman. No need to guess. Blair. You're Sophia, right? She looked me over. I'm Blair. What do you want? Can we talk? I stepped aside. Up close she was everything the stereotype predicted. Young, flawless skin, long legs. What is there to discuss? Please don't wreck Grant's and my relationship. For a second my brain blue screened. Come again? Grant says he'll dump me to win you back. But we love each other. You shouldn't tear us apart. My worldview tilted. The other was lecturing the wife about breaking up an affair. Blair, get your facts straight. Grant is my husband. You're the third third wheel. But he doesn't love you anymore. He loves me. Then why hasn't he divorced me? She faltered. He says timing's bad, or can't bear to part with the assets and the live-in maid? No, he's just afraid of hurting you. Afraid of hurting me? I studied her naivete. Know why he really stays. Why? He can't bear to lose the comfortable home, the cooked meals, the free housekeeper. That's it. You're lying. Am I? Tell me, this whole year. When did he promise to marry you? Blair went still. Has he introduced you to his friends? Acknowledged you in public? He says now's not right. Not right. Or has he never considered it? I met her gaze. Blair, you think you're his girlfriend. You're just his toy. Impossible. She bristled. He loves me. He buys me gifts. Gifts? I pulled out the receipts. Are you talking about these? All this money is community property, mine and his. In other words, he used my money to buy you gifts. Blair's face went white when she saw the charges. He also told me that you two had grown apart, that you didn't understand him, that all you did was spend his cash. Looks like he's the one burning through someone else's dollars, and they're mine. She sank onto the couch, looking as if my words had knocked the wind out of her. Blair, you're young. Don't waste your time on a married man. But I love him. Love what? The lies. The cheating? He fed you the same lines. I love you. Gifts. Promises about the future. And what do you have to show for it after a whole year? Blair said nothing. A man who truly loves you won't keep you hidden in the dark as the other. He won't make you wait 12 months with no future in sight. Do you really think a guy like that deserves your love? Tears rolled down her cheeks. I thought he'd divorce you for me. He won't. Unless he's backed into a corner. He'll never give up what he already has. What should I do? Walk away. Start fresh. You're still young. You'll meet someone who actually loves you. She dabbed at her eyes. I'm sorry. I didn't know. You don't owe me an apology. I shook my head. We're both victims. The one who should apologize is Grant. After Blair left, I sat on the sofa for a long time. I didn't hate her. She was just another girl Grant had conned. The real viper was Grant. He'd deceived two women, hurt both of us, and still felt zero guilt. A man like that doesn't deserve anyone's love. That night Grant called again. Sophia, Blair says you two met? Yes. What did you say to her? She's breaking up with me. I couldn't help laughing. Grant, you're priceless. One minute you claim you're dumping her to win me back. The next you're whining because she wants out. What exactly do you want? What do I want? I shot back. I want you gone from my life forever. Sophia, have you looked over the divorce papers? If they're fine, we can file tomorrow. I need time to think. Fine. I'll give you 3 days. After that, I sue. Then it won't just be about splitting assets. It'll be about your reputation. Everyone will know you cheated. He stayed silent for a long moment. Got it. When I hung up, I felt lighter than air. Whatever Grant chose, I no longer cared. I just wanted this marriage over so I could restart my life. 3 days later, Grant signed. We met at the clerk's office and ended the marriage in silence. No shouting. No tears. Like two strangers stamping a routine form. Sophia, you'll regret this, he said, clutching the divorce certificate. No, I answered calmly. I only regret not doing it sooner. Stepping outside, I felt a weight slide off my shoulders. Luna was waiting. She raced over and hugged me. Sophia, are you okay? I'm perfect. Better than ever. Then let's celebrate. Let's. We hit a restaurant and ordered everything that looked good. So, what's next? Luna asked. I'm job hunting. New life. New career. Where will you live? With mom for now. I'll find a place once I land a job. Luna nodded. Holler if you need help. We're friends. Thanks, Luna. I couldn't have done this without you. Shut up. Friends don't keep score. Mid-meal. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. Hello, is this Sophia? Yes. Who's calling? It's Nathan. We were elementary school classmates. Heard about the divorce. Can we meet? Nathan. I placed the voice. My old deskmate until his family moved away. Nathan. Really? In the flesh. I'm working here now. A friend mentioned your situation, and I hoped we could catch up. Sure. When? Tonight work for you? I checked the time. Okay. After I hung up, Luna pounced. Who was that? Grade school classmate? Nathan. A guy? Yep. Cute? He was adorable at 10. No idea now. Luna's eyes sparked. Might be your rebound romance. Stop it. Probably just a casual classmate thing. You're blushing already. That evening I walked into the cafe and recognized him instantly. Same clear eyes. Just older and more composed. Sophia, he stood. It really is you. You haven't changed. Nathan, neither have you. Still the prettiest girl in class. We ordered coffee and slid into easy conversation. How did you even hear about me? My friend's a lawyer. Your case came up. When I heard Sophia, I hoped it was you. Small world. Are you all right? His brow furrowed. I hated hearing you you'd run into a scumbag. Warmth flooded me. After all these years, someone still cared. Thanks. So, what do you do? Creative director at an ad agency. Sounds amazing. It has its moments. He grinned. Any plans? Want to interview with us? Could I? I've been out of work 3 years. Marketing degree. Right. We need that skill set. Come in. No pressure. My pulse jumped. Job search dread solved in one phone call. What should I bring? Just yourself. We'll treat it like any interview, but I know you'll nail it. Thank you, Nathan. My pleasure. Chatting felt effortless. Old memories. Current lives. He was still gentle, thoughtful, funny. I felt safe. Lighter than I had in years. It's late. Let me drive you home. I can Uber. Not happening. He dropped me at mom's gate. Great seeing you, Sophia. His smile was soft. Let's be friends again. Definitely. Tomorrow at the office? See you then. Watching his taillights vanish, I felt happy. Maybe this was what real friendship felt like. Inside, mom was waiting. Why so late? Coffee with an elementary school classmate. Male. Mom, he walked you to the door, didn't he? My cheeks burned. It's nothing, Sophia. You're free now. If someone worthy shows up, don't slam the door. I just got divorced. I'm in no rush. Fair enough. Lying in bed, I replayed the day. Divorce finalized. Job prospect on the table. An old friend back in my life. Leaving Grant might be the best decision I'd ever made. Maybe, just maybe, a new life was starting. Next morning I arrived at Nathan's agency for my interview. Small, stylish office, exposed brick, bold art, buzzing energy. The interviewer, HR, was a sharp woman in her 40s. Harrison, your degree fits, but there's a 3-year gap. I became a full-time wife. Think you can jump back in? I've kept up with trends and continued studying. I'm ready. We ran through market strategy questions. I held my own. We'll be in touch. Nathan was waiting outside. How'd it go? Okay, but they're deciding. Trust me, you're golden. I laughed. You're not going to fire HR if they say no, are you? Of course not, but you won't need plan B. That afternoon the offer landed. Modest base plus commission, real money, real job. Independence reclaimed. Nathan took me out to celebrate. Congratulations. Manager Harrison. Thank you. Director Windcrest. Inside these walls, just Nathan, friend. Remember? Deal. Over dinner I had to ask. Why help me? Because we're friends. We lost contact for 15 years. He set his chopsticks down. Sophia, I had a crush on you back in 5th grade. I blinked. I didn't know what love was, but I knew I wanted you as my permanent deskmate. Wanted to protect you. When we moved, I regretted losing touch. I dated other girls, yet something felt missing. Hearing your name made me realize I'd been looking for your shadow. Words failed me. Nathan, I know you just divorced. I'm not pushing. Just know that if someday you're ready, I'll cherish you. Thank you for everything. No pressure. Friends first. The rest can wait. I started the following Monday. 3 years away sounded scary, but muscle memory kicked in fast. Coworkers were welcoming. Projects exciting. Most important, I felt valued again, not a wife accessory. A woman earning her own paycheck. Best feeling in the world. Nathan was supportive without hovering, strict when needed, helpful when asked, totally professional on the clock. Off duty, we slid into easy camaraderie. A month later, I held my first paycheck. Modest, yet it glowed in my hand, my first step back to financial freedom. Luna demanded a victory dinner. You look luminous, she said over tapas. Different how? Confident, alive, and every time you say Nathan you sparkle. I do not. Do too. And he's clearly into you. He confessed, but we're keeping it platonic. Why? Fresh divorce. I need time. Luna raised her glass. Fair. But Sophia, good men are rare. If he's one, don't wait too long. I knew she was right. Nathan was gentle, loyal, responsible, Grant's polar opposite. Yet my heart needed more band-aids before reopening. One evening he drove me home. Company retreat next weekend. Come along? Wouldn't miss it. Oh, rumor has it your ex-husband's having a rough time. I blinked. Define rough. Demoted, personal conduct issues. I pictured Blair's vow to leave him. Probably the office found out about Blair. Karma, Nathan said. Cheats never prosper. I stayed quiet. I despised Grant. Yet news of his downfall stirred an odd ache, maybe leftover empathy, maybe just the final page turning. You're not feeling sorry for him? Nathan asked. More ironic. He threw our marriage away for her. Now she's gone and so is his career. He ends up with nothing. Nathan squeezed my hand. Past is past. You've got a new life now. I know. Watching city lights blur, I cataloged the months, discovery, decision, divorce, deliverance. Nathan, life really does slam one door so another can open. Happier, freer. This was growth. Retreat day dawned sunny. We caravaned to a lakeside lodge, woods, canoes, fresh air. Nathan had games, hikes, and bonfire s'mores planned. The team loved it. That night, coworkers started chanting by the fire. Nathan, croon for us. Right. I heard you sing really well. Nathan demurred a couple of times, then finally picked up the guitar. Then I'll risk embarrassing myself. He strummed and sang Country Road. His voice was beautiful, warm and healing. I watched the firelight flicker across his face, and an indescribable feeling welled up inside me. This man really is wonderful. When the song ended, everyone clapped and cheered. Nathan, who was that song for? A coworker teased. Nathan glanced at me and smiled. For every beautiful woman here. Everyone burst into laughter. After the party, Nathan and I walked by the lake. I had a great time today, I said. As long as you're happy. Nathan, thank you. What are you thanking me for this time? For giving me a job. For taking care of me. For helping me find meaning in life again. Nathan stopped and turned to face me. Sophia, do you know, when you first joined the company, you were smiling, but there was no light in your eyes. Now it's different. Your eyes shine. My heart warmed. Maybe because I've found myself again. Yes, you've found your real self. We kept walking. Moonlight shimmered on the lake. Beautiful. Nathan, I want to ask you something. Ask away. If you hadn't moved away back then, would we have ended up together? Nathan thought for a moment. I think so. We were young, but I knew I loved being with you. And now, he paused and looked at me earnestly. I'm even more certain. Sophia, I know you still need time. I'm willing to wait. But what if I can never accept a new relationship? Then I'll wait forever. He said it so seriously my tears almost fell. Nathan, don't speak. Let me hold you, okay? I nodded. He hugged me gently, warm, safe. In that moment, I felt all my pain heal. Sophia, whenever you're ready, I'll be right here. We stayed like that, silent, savoring the warmth. On the drive back, I sat beside Nathan, my thoughts tangled. I knew I had feelings for him, but I was still afraid. Afraid of being hurt again, of being betrayed. Maybe that's the instinct of a woman who's been wounded. Even when she meets a good man, she protects herself. What are you thinking? Nathan asked. Nothing, just a little tired. Then rest. I'll wake you when we get there. I closed my eyes, but I didn't sleep. My mind replayed everything he'd said. Nathan promised to wait, but am I worth waiting for? I'm a divorced woman, once betrayed. Am I good enough for someone like him? When we reached my building, Nathan walked me upstairs. Did you have fun today, Sophia? I did. Thank you. Good. He smiled. Get some rest. Work tomorrow. You too. Watching his car disappear, I felt a mix of emotions. Inside, Mom was still up. How was it? How are things with Nathan? Good. So are you too? Mom, he's a good man, but I'm not ready yet. Mom pulled me down beside her. Sophia, I know you've been hurt. It's normal to be scared, but you can't let one jerk keep you from every good man. I know. I just need time. So how do you feel about Nathan? He's wonderful. Gentle, responsible. That's enough, Mom said. Good men are rare. When you meet one, cherish him. I will. I just need time. Lying in bed, I thought for a long time. Maybe Mom's right. I can't let Grant's betrayal close every door. Nathan is good, and I do have feelings for him. Maybe I should give us both a chance. The next day at work, Nathan was as kind as ever, but he didn't mention the previous night. That made me even surer he's a man who knows how to be considerate. No pressure, just quiet companionship. After work, I sought him out. Nathan, are you free tonight? I'd like to talk. Of course. We went to a quiet cafe. Nathan, I thought it over. I think we could try. He stared, then broke into a huge grin. Really? Really? But I need to take it slow. Don't rush me. Of course. We'll take it slow. And if I do anything wrong, tell me. You're already perfect. Nathan held my hand. Sophia, thank you for giving me this chance. Thank you for waiting. From that day, Nathan and I were officially together. Insecurity still surfaced sometimes, but his gentleness and patience slowly lowered my guard. This time, I'd found real love, not possession, not deceit, but respect and understanding. I think this is the happiness I'd been searching for. Life with Nathan was calm and beautiful. He never pushed me to do anything I didn't want. He always respected my wishes. At work we were co-worker. In life, lovers, yet he kept the boundaries clear. Private matters never interfered with work, and work never bled into our relationship. I came to love love this balance. 3 months later, our relationship felt solid. Nathan asked me to meet his parents. Isn't it too soon? I fretted. Not at all. I've told them about you. They're eager to meet you. What if they don't like me? They will. His parents were warm and kind to me. His mother took my hand. Nathan has never brought a girlfriend home. You're the first. Auntie, you flatter me. It's the truth. She smiled. Nathan liked you since we were kids. He never forgot you. We're overjoyed you're together. Nathan blushed. Mom, stop. Am I wrong? The happy family atmosphere reminded me of my childhood. This is what home feels like. On the way back, Nathan asked, how were my parents? Wonderful. Warm. And you? How did you feel? Happy. This feeling of being accepted is something I haven't had in a long time. This will be your home from now on. Really? Yes, really. Nathan parked and looked at me solemnly. Sophia, I want to marry you. I was stunned. I know it might seem soon, but I'm certain I want to spend my life with you. Nathan, you don't have to answer now. Think it over. Looking into his sincere eyes, I was deeply moved. This man truly saw me as his future. That night I couldn't sleep, but not from fear, from happiness. I thought of everything that had happened in the past year, discovering Grant's affair, choosing divorce, returning to work, meeting Nathan. The road had been painful, but in the end I'd found real happiness. Life is strange. When you think everything is over, it's often a new beginning. The next day I called Nathan. Nathan, about yesterday, I've decided, and I'm willing. I want to marry you and spend my life with you. Sophia, I love you. I love you too. I hung up and gazed at the sunny window. My heart light. 2 months later, Nathan and I held our wedding. It was simple, only family and close friends, but every face beamed with blessing. Wearing a white wedding gown, I walked toward Nathan without a shred of nervousness, only full, overflowing happiness. Sophia, will you marry me? I will. I swear I'll love you and protect you all my life. I'll never let you be hurt, and I swear I'll love you and stay with you through every stage of life. We exchanged wedding bands, kissed, and everyone applauded. At that moment, I felt the luckiest woman alive, not because I'd found a perfect man, but because I'd found the right one. After the ceremony, Luna hugged me. Sophia, seeing you this happy fills my heart. Thank you, Luna. Without your support, I couldn't have made it here. This happiness is what you deserve. Yes, I finally understand what real love is. Real love isn't possession, control, or deception. It's respect, understanding, companionship. It's having someone stand beside you when you most need it. It's having someone reach for you when you hit rock bottom. It's having someone guide you when you're lost. Nathan gave me that love, and I, at last, learned how to love in return. I'm no longer the woman who clings to a man. I have my career, my friend, my life. I'm with Nathan not because I need him, but because I love him. That is true love. A year after our wedding, I became pregnant. When we got the news, Nathan nearly cried. Really? We're having a baby? Yes, we're having a baby. He hugged me tight. Sophia, I'm over the moon. So am I. Will you quit your job? Not yet. I'll wait until I'm further along. Nathan nodded. Whatever you want. During the pregnancy, he became even more thoughtful, making me nutritious breakfasts, massaging my feet at night. Sometimes, watching him bustle around, I thought of Grant. Same title of husband, worlds apart. With Grant I had walked on eggshells, afraid to upset him. With Nathan I was treasured, pampered, afraid only that I might be uncomfortable. That's the difference. A man who truly loves you treats you like a gem. A man who doesn't treats you like a burden. In my 7th month, I ran into Blair. She looked haggard, dressed plainly, all her former glamour gone. Sophia, she recognized me. Blair, we sat in a cafe, the air awkward. You're pregnant? She eyed my belly. 7 months. Congratulations. Thanks. After a silence, Blair said, I heard you remarried. Yes, to a good man. Good for you. She gave a bitter smile. Looks like you're doing better than me. How are you now? Not great. Blair lowered her head. After Grant dumped me, I realized I had nothing, lost my job, burned through my savings. Now I'm a clerk in a tiny firm, barely making rent. I looked at her and felt a pang of pity. Once the other, she too had been a victim. Blair, let the past stay past. You're still young. You can start over. But I wasted my best years. Nothing is wasted, it's all experience. What matters is what you learn. Blair nodded. You're right, Sophia. I'm sorry. I was wrong back then. Let's not revisit the past. Your forgiveness means a lot. That chapter is closed for me now. Before we parted, Blair said, Sophia, I hope you stay happy forever. I hope you find your own happiness too. Watching her go, I thought of my own past. Everyone makes mistakes. The point is to grow. We're all searching for happiness. Some take detours. Some sail straight. but in the end we each find our belonging. The final 2 months of pregnancy I quit work for bed rest. Nathan walked with me every evening, told me stories, cared for me tirelessly. Nathan, who do you think the baby will resemble? You, beautiful and smart. I hope like you, gentle and kind. Then we'll mix the best of both. We dreamed of the baby's arrival. Happy every day. Feeling cherished is beautiful. On delivery day Nathan was more nervous than I was. Pacing outside the delivery room, ready to charge in at every sound. Doctor, how's my wife? Relax. Everything's going smoothly. After hours of effort, our baby arrived, a healthy, lovely girl. When Nathan held our daughter for the first time, tears fell. Sophia, thank you. Thank you for this perfect gift. She's our baby. Yes, our baby. Watching Nathan cradle her so carefully, my heart overflowed with gratitude. Thanks for listening to today's story. If you liked this video, please like and share it with a friend. We look forward to your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time.